talking about them, Professor Hinton, as if they have full consciousness. Now, all the way through the development of computers and AI, people have talked about consciousness. Do you think that consciousness has perhaps already arrived inside AI?
Yes, I do. So let me give you a little test. Suppose I take one neuron in your brain, one brain cell, and I replace it by a little piece of nanotechnology that behaves exactly the same way. So it's getting pings coming in from other neurons, and it's responding to those by sending out pings, and it responds in exactly the same way as the brain cell responded. I just replaced one brain cell. Are you still conscious? I think you say you were.
Absolutely, yes. I don't suppose I'd notice.
And I think you can see where this argument's going.
I can, yes. I absolutely can. So when you talk, they want to do this or they want to do that, there is a real they there, as it were.
There might well be, yes. So there's all sorts of things we have only the dimmest understanding of at present about the nature of people and what it means to be a being and what it means to have a self.
I absolutely love Geoffrey Hinton, but I think it's a bit of a silly argument about consciousness in the current AI system. Language model we have right now are like nowhere near the intricacy of a human neuron. A single human neuron is not fixed like a neuron in like a neural network. It can learn and can adapt with its dendrite like as the day goes by. They change their composition because like they have a real incentive to do so efficiently. Otherwise, their default is dead. Also, like I get his argument about like if you add one nanotech and then like you're still conscious. Well, like if you had more, you will still be conscious. Forget about that. Like you could technically remove one neuron or like an entire part of the brain while retaining consciousness. You could also decide to cut the interhemispheric circuitry of the brain and you will still be conscious. Some people only have quite literally half a working brain and it's still going great. Like they're still conscious. Like this adding, removing neuron like discourse here is not what consciousness is about. Consciousness is a phenomenon that emerged from like certain pattern of activity within the like neural graph of functional connectivity in the brain. You could have a whole brain, have reflex, eyes wide open, and still not be conscious. My point is that these discussions about AI and consciousness are pointless. We get too lost in the semantic of it. We need to use like much better words to describe our stuff here. Things like wakefulness, awareness, connectedness. These are not perfect dimension of consciousness, but they can already make the discussion move in a much more constructive direction.